What's up, everyone? Back for another beer review, and today I will be reviewing a beer from Hop Butcher for the World, and they are out of Chicago, Illinois, and this is their Jump the Shadow. So they are calling this a double IPA that comes in at 7.5% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed in time of review. This can is approximately 5 weeks old. I want to give a huge thanks and shout out to a very good friend of mine and a viewer of the channel, Jeff, aka NoJinx, for hooking me up with this one. Posting a link in the description box to the beer mail unboxing video I did. They contains all the goodies Jeff sent my way. He sent me a lot of beer, and he sent me 2 Hop Butcher beers. Never had anything from Hop Butcher in my life, and another good friend of mine and fellow beer tuber, Matt over Massive Beer Reviews, has reviewed a lot of their beers over the past year and a half, 2 years, and he really likes what they do, so I am super excited to finally get my hands on a couple of their beers and give them proper reviews. So they're calling this a double IPA, even though it's 7.5%. So, a lot of people say 7.5% or higher are, into Imperial range. Usually I go 8, but whatever. Who cares? This one is brewed with Sabro, Sultana, and Ekuanot hops. So I have no idea about Sultana. I believe it is a renamed experimental hop. I don't know what number it is or anything. Sabro, probably my hop of the year as far as 2019 goes. A lot of breweries are using Sabro hops, and I love it. I love the coconut character it provides. So hopefully I'm getting coconut in this one, because that's what I'm looking for. Anyway, give it a pour here. So yeah, this, this looks like one of other halves, like darker honey orange color kind of beers. Really like the labeling too from Hop Butcher. Really do. Especially this beer. Nice. I like it. I like the color scheme too, like the the blue and yellow. Anyway, so this has like a deep honey orange color, just deep orange color in general. Has about a finger of this off-white, creamy colored head. Very murky and turbid in there. Looking great. Let's get a nose. Somebody using a power tool outside. It's the middle of winter. Settle down. Yeah, so this, I got a little bit of coconut there. So I was trying to look for the coconut, but this has a very big citrus vibe to me. Very juicy, orange, tangerine, things of that nature. Little ruby red grapefruit. If you hear power tools, apparently someone's going outside. There you go. Heard it again. Yeah, so this smells pretty good. A lot of citrus. There's a little bit of that, not toasted coconut, but like a creamy coconut milk type of thing. There's a knife. Maybe I'm turning a duff to roll with this, going with a lispy here, baby. There's a little bit of like a vegetal green type of thing going on here. Just almost grassy in its nature. I think that's probably coming from the Ekuanot. It smells sweet, but man, very complex. Creamy coconut milk, a little bit of that like green, slightly vegetal thing, and then a lot of just like straight on citrus character, sweeter citrus character. So it smells pretty good. Let's get into it. Cheers, everybody, and thanks again, Jeff. What do I do with my fingers? I don't know, but coconut. Man, fucking sad. Listen, Sabro, right? Some people hate it. Some people love it. You can definitely put me in the latter part, because I love coconut, and I love the fact that Sabro gives off, to me and to a lot of other people I know, a distinct coconut characteristic that it just works for me. It just works in these hop forward beers, and man, is this tasty. Body 7.5%, medium, touch over medium, fine, perfect. I shouldn't say perfect, fine, great, whatever. It's 7.5%, so a medium body to me it works. It's where it should be. Mouthfeel, it's in the hazy New England style, or whatever you want to say. Maybe a little bit more carbonated than you're typically expecting from the style, but it has a nice, slightly soft, smooth, and creamy sensation to the mouthfeel. I love that creamy, it's almost a creamy coconut milk. I have had this now happen to me with Sabro a couple different times. Instead it's just straight on like coconut or toasted coconut. This is like creamy coconut milk, and I just love it. There is still a lot of that sweeter citrus kind of characteristic to the beer. I would say it's more to like the sweeter side, but then for some reason, like right up front, hit with like orange, tangerine, ruby red grapefruit, like a juicy kind of quality to it. But as it like gets about maybe a third of the way through the palate, not quite mid palate, Turns into like a zesty, almost like orange peel, maybe grapefruit peel type of sensation, which is really nice. Halfway through the palate is where that creamy coconut milk hits. And then as it passes on through the palate and kind of finishes, that green, slightly vegetal, grassy type of thing is there as well. Finishes to the sweeter side of things. There is pretty much a mild bitterness, if any, here at all. Slightly dry, but more of a sweeter beer. Man, five weeks old, not that super old or anything, but 5 weeks old. This is drinking quite well. Yeah, it's a good beer. I mean, I think if you had me almost any beer with Sabro, I'm probably going to enjoy it just because I love coconut and I'm biased towards it. So you give me that kind of characteristic in a beer, and I'm just going to probably enjoy it. So yeah, first Hop Butcher beer, and let me tell you, it's a damn tasty one. It just, man. It's so easy to drink too. Like, I want to drink the rest of this can and like savor every sip because I don't get a lot of Hop Butcher. So in fact, it's, like I said, my first ever beer, and I have another one from them courtesy of Jeff. But like, they don't get distro in my area. I haven't traded from or anything, so I'm gonna take my time with this beer. But I can tell you, if this was like a 4-pack that I just picked up locally, this beer would be gone in like 10 minutes. Like, that's how much I want to just drink this beer right now. I just want to tear into it. I don't sit here and fucking talk about tasting it. I just want to drink the rest of this beer. So we're going to end this review by saying Hop Butcher for the world, Jump the Shadow. It's, again, I can't sit here and say this is like amazing, world-class, oh my God, just lose my mind type of beer. But for what it is, it's a damn good beer. I'm going to give it a high 4.25 out of 5. I'm going to go 4.35 out of 5. It gets almost into the 4 or 5 range. It's a damn tasty beer. The Sabro is definitely just working with me. I love the complex citrus notes to this. I love that little bit of like green vegetal thing to break up the monotony of all the sweeter fruit characters. And like I said, the complex citrus notes too kind of stop it from being too juicy and too sweet. And yeah, it's a fucking good beer. So Jump the Shadow, Hop Butcher, 4.35 out of 5. Damn good beer. Thank you very much, Jeff, for hooking me up with this one. 7.5%. Really can't tell. It drinks like a 6% IPA of some sort. But the body is the only thing that's letting me know that it's, a double IPA or approaching an imperial strength. Price and availability, I have no idea. I really have none. I think Jeff said they get some distro into Michigan, but outside of that, I have no idea. And price, again, I have no idea. So Jeff, if you want to chime in here on the price and availability, I would appreciate it. And if you've had anything from Hop Butcher, not only this beer, but other beers, let me know what you think about them. Because like I said, Matt, has drank a lot of their beer. And every time I see him, review one of his beers and I'm watching, I'm just like, I'm kind of jelly, super jelly, because he talks about how good they are, and like having a beer right here in front of me from them and drinking them, I'm like, yeah, no, I can see why he likes what they do. So yeah, not much more to say about it. So if you had this one before, let me know what you think about it. Appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. To the next one. Cheers.